What's up, everybody? Welcome to an all-new episode of SCNS Live, the Super Cool Nerd Show. Thank you for joining us out there in the Super Cool Nerd Nation for more news, nerds, and I found out I can make the couch squeak with my butt to the theme song.
That doesn't
There's
sound
no
like...
way they can hear it.
No, I did hear it over the microphone. However, it does not sound like it's to the beat of our theme song. It does sound like you're having sex on it.
Yeah.
So, my butt was a bit off on the beat, that's all. You know, it's kind of hard to get the...
Well, you know, you gotta get your rhythm.
Gotta get the rhythm on the butt.
Yep.
Okay, anyway. I thought it was funny. All right, so it's just us this week. I am Jason the X. There's Cass.
Hi, I'm Cass.
There's Cora over there, tweaking the knobs, making everything look, sound wonderful. I'm still like, you'll notice there's a lot more figures up there on the desk.
You know what?
I cleaned up a couple of them.
I will say that I am surprised that they are organized on the desk and not just laid out willy-nilly.
I spent far too much money on mezcos, but some of them were gifts, so that's all good.
Oh, so that doesn't matter then.
Exactly, that doesn't matter. Anyway.
So I can't just like reach over and just knock it over?
Why would you do that?
Please do that.
Please don't do it to that Shadow figure. The third-party prices on that are insane now.
I mean, to be fair, I don't know which one is Shadow.
The guy with the hat and the scarf. The Shadow.
How am I
obviously
supposed to
the
know?
guy with the hat and the scarf.
Obviously.
That's we all knew that
there
that
was
was
a movie,
it.
The Shadow, the famous character from
No, Shadow's the guy from Final Fantasy VI. Obviously.
No, Shadow is a hedgehog.
Oh yeah, bisexual hedgehog.
A bisexual hedgehog.
I think you can name most of the characters over there. Anyway.
I can actually. Just like
Except for
being
the
an asshole.
writers.
I can name like 3.
No,
that I
think
can
you're
see.
selling
That I
yourself
can see
short.
right now. I can see Ghost Rider, J. Jonah Jameson, and Robin. That's all.
See, I see.
Oh, Superman. Never mind. I know who Superman is.
You know, there was a...
So we got Wolverine, we got Damien.
I don't see it.
We've got Snake Eyes, we've got White Ranger, we've got the wannabe White Ranger, we've got...
That's Storm Shadow.
We've got Ghost Rider,
Storm Shadow the Hedgehog.
motorcycle, we've got apparently the Shadow. We have Kamen Rider and Kamen Rider.
American Ninja Warrior.
There's Kamen Rider. You know what? I'll take that. It's Kamen Rider and Kamen Rider. There you go.
Yeah.
Casuals think it's Power Rangers.
That is Power Ranger.
It is. It's
So, okay, anyway. Just going to ignore that blaspheme there. Yeah, guys, so we are one day away from DreamHack Dallas. I am very excited. Cass and I went last year.
We did.
No, did we miss last year?
No, I went last year. I think.
I think we missed
We've gone a year.
We went a year, and none of our cohorts went with us, but this year possibly a full active nerd community will go there.
It did slap really hard
Yes,
when we went.
Really
it was a
good
lot of
convention.
fun.
Down at the K. Bailey Hutchinson Center. What?
Can we do Mario and Luigi?
Oh, God, I don't think I have time to get it together.
No, that's fair.
For shame.
It's fine. It's fine.
For shame.
It's fine.
I don't know. We have the hats.
We have the
Amazing.
hat.
I
I'm the
bought-
only one with a full Mario costume.
I guess I just need a pair of coveralls and a green shirt, really.
That's actually harder to find than you would think in a quick amount of time.
Although they've
have a
come
mustache
back into
already.
fashion.
It's Walmart.
Overalls. Yeah, but I'm saying like even if you like they're in fashion again. But you gotta find please do it, Luigi, with overalls but with the booty short version.
Where
Can
would
you
I
do
get
that?
booty shorts from?
No, there's booty short versions with like overalls just with they're
Oh,
just cut
oh,
off.
no,
and they're
no,
little
no, no,
booty
no, we
short
ain't doing
overalls.
that.
Please
We ain't doing
do
that.
that.
We're
It'd be
absolutely not
so
doing
good.
that. No.
Wait, hold on. I said
Well,
that.
maybe after I get
Hoochie
myself back in the
Daddy
gym.
Luigi with booty short overalls.
Oh my god, yes. I'll get
Yes.
some Hoochie Mama.
Maybe after I go back to the gym because I'm like forced to now.
I will get some Hoochie Mama shorts
we're not
and
doing-
be a Hoochie Mama Mario.
We are not doing anyway. So we
Mamma
At some
mia,
point,
it's
DreamHack.
exactly.
DreamHack is what we were talking about. I'm excited for the event. A lot of always awesome gear.
Yeah.
Indie developers there. But this year, something I'm more excited for because I was recently introduced to it is the Dropout cast will be there. A lot of people from it.
Brandon
Brandon
major
Lee
ones.
Mulligan, yeah.
Brandon Lee
Y'all didn't
Mulligan.
even know it was happening until I put it in the chat.
That's
And then
not
you
true.
ignored
Christian
me.
told us.
You ignored
Christian
my
told-
message.
The Brandon Lee Mulligan.
Clearly, I'm the real
The
Dropout fan.
Anjali Bhimani. And the Erika Ishii.
The woman that's slayed twice in 1 month, we will never recover. We will never
and
recover.
Erika Ishii, the Chaos Gremlin of all Chaos Gremlins. I want to have her babies.
Well, yeah, I'd probably have them too. Anyway, so it's going to be an exciting weekend.
Also, Overwatch tournament. Zoe's coming into town and some of that crew. So we'll definitely be watching for that on Saturday. That tournament?
So we should be down there all 3 days. Check it out. At least I know I am. The kids want to come too.
Yeah.
So. Go get some tickets to DreamHack. It looks like it's going to be an awesome event.
Absolutely.
We loved it last time. And also, it'll probably be the coolest place to go in Texas. But honestly, we've been having so many storms and everything. God, it's not burning hot yet.
It's not 107 degrees yet.
I'm fine
that for us.
That's a nice trade-off.
Yeah, normally the oven had been far preheated by now. We'd be cooking.
Yep.
Yeah, all it took was the absolute decimation of the state by wind.
That's true. Trees in the streets everywhere I went.
Yeah, I was trying to get to my physical that morning, and I moved one branch out of the way because I was all like, ugh, and just tossed this out of the road. And then I go further down, it was bigger branch. I was like, I can't move that one. I didn't even try. I went there yep, I could get it up, but I couldn't slide it over. And luckily a neighbor came out and helped me. But yeah.
My dad sent me a picture of a trampoline in a median. Upside down in a median.
In our area of Texas, if you owned a trampoline before Tuesday morning, you no longer own a trampoline.
It's gone.
That was some crazy destruction. Lots of broken down trees. They're working to get power restored. So, shout out to everybody. A friend of mine posted the next day when it was all bright and sunny. Mm-hmm. He was like, "Look at this fool out here, all bright and sunny, like it didn't try to kill us 24 hours ago."
Seriously.
Yeah. And then later we had a bunch of sun showers.
Mm-hmm.
All pleasant and everything.
Looking like an anime out here with the rain, but the sunshine. And you're
about 5 o'clock in the morning, I was like, "Oh, it's a nice storm. I think I'll just stand there. I think I'm going to get up and put my shoes on."
I'm going to go sleep in the bathroom.
I think I'm going to get the kids up. The kids are already, we all got up at the same time. But, yeah, shout out to everybody affected by the storms. I hope everybody's doing okay out there. I know a lot of our people, but luckily nobody got seriously hurt. A lot of flooding, a lot of wind damage, and, kind of us wondering, is this the big one, Elizabeth? Yeah. Anyway. With all of that, normally we would go ahead and kick this thing off with some super cool nerd news, but we had a big event today from PlayStation. Well, not too big. 30 minutes of State of Play.
I mean, it is their big announcement.
This is what killed E3, you bastards.
This
anyway.
is what killed E3.
But we did get a full slate of games shown. I am pretty excited for a couple of them. I know Cora's got the full list over there. Where do we want to start? Cora, you can lead us off on that.
Oh, goodness. I mean, we're not going to talk about all
not
of them,
all of them,
obviously.
Interesting.
Because not all of them were that interesting.
Not all of them deserve it.
Did you say all of them deserve it?
I said not all of them.
Oh, not all.
They
Okay.
deserve our attention. What about the cute little robot game?
No one cares. Well, I say no one cares.
Not the little cute robot game.
A lot of people apparently care about the robot game,
it's
but
a huge deal.
Okay. It's one of those okay. The first one that I see on this drop down, because we're going in the order that they did it in the show. We had Concord, cool.
Okay.
God of War, it's a remaster.
No, it's they're porting to PC.
Oh.
Can we go back to that Concord one for a second?
Okay.
That trailer actually looked pretty good. A gang of privateers making money, taking jobs with different skill sets. I was actually excited for that, except for the simple fact there's going to be a story that you can log into every week and see. Mm-hmm. When this would make a perfect game for a group of friends to play or play online. Did we not learn anything from Helldivers?
I don't know. It was a very weird rollout.
But instead it is a 5-on-5 shooter game, which we have enough of those. Give me a storyline. Give me something I can play with people, and we can, get a crew together to go and get some loot.
Yeah. Instead, it's going to come off like a knockoff Apex.
Or a knockoff
Overwatch, when it could have been so much more. And that is what drives me crazy with a lot of these games, like Overwatch, because we were promised PvE, a story mode, right?
Yes.
In Overwatch 2. We never got it. This is like kind of maybe a little bit of a story mode, but then we're defaulting back to the same, 5v5 or whatever you're gaming in. Like, I want stories from these seemingly amazing universes, and you're not giving me a story.
We've got some good characterization here in this trailer, and you're not going to bank off of that. Like, Helldivers is very successful right now because of the simple fact you do have this co-op player experience. And people are having fun. Did y'all not see this? Anyway, so it's not something I'm going to be particularly interested in if there's not going to be much of a story on it.
Well, I do. The next one on the list is something that at least one of our members is definitely very excited about, and that is Dynasty Warriors Origins.
Yes!
Let's go.
Yeah.
I played Dynasty Warriors when I was, I guess, a teenager, and first of all, sexy. First of all, hot. But second, this is my game because it has that tactical aspect of it, but also I want to slaughter 150 people in a round, and that's what you get to do in Dynasty Warriors. This was my jam.
Dynasty Warriors, all it needs to do is look good and let me just cause massive chaos.
Absolutely.
Just wiping out armies. That's why Dynasty Warriors has continually worked.
Yeah.
They've made Gundam Dynasty Warrior. I love that game. But there was no story to that.
No.
You had different Gundams all together for some odd reason. And I don't care.
Yeah.
Look, I got to have my dream team of having my two favorite Gundams fighting with each other.
Yeah.
That's all I cared about.
But the beauty of Dynasty Warriors, you don't even really need to be that good.
No, I was terrible. I was so bad.
Find the character that you get the highest kill count with. There's your strategy right there.
Yeah, I think mine was the main character. I don't remember his name, but he had this giant kind of spear thing. You just whipped it around your head and killed 10 people in one go. This is the ultimate power fantasy where you get to control all your generals, but also you get to absolutely slaughter everybody's dick. And
amazing.
That is what I love about this game. And we're getting Dynasty Warriors Origins. We don't know a lot more than that because it was kind of a vibes trailer. But yes.
We do know that it's releasing sometime this year, but we don't know exactly.
I had a 2004 release on that one. Or 2024 release on that.
I just said it was later this year.
Oh, it is. You said this year. I thought you said next year.
2024. Sweetheart.
I don't know if you knew this.
It's currently now. It's 2024.
Would you like to go ahead and get that Barb in there? It seems like you're just waiting to say it.
No. I think she got it.
Okay, good. I'm glad you're happy. Anyway,
Love the backup. Thank you.
Actually, Dynasty Warriors Origin is coming in 2025. There. Apparently.
Was announced and it's releasing next year. Oh, next year. I misread things. I can't read.
Well, how the turns
I just made fun of you with the information I had available, which
anyway.
I think is what we can all do in our hearts.
Yes.
So we
next on the list to save ourselves from the embarrassment is Infinity Nikki, which is the Nikki games are mobile dress up games.
Do go on.
They are free to play, which we all know what that means. And that's all I really know about them. I never played them myself. I just saw my friends playing it and thought it looked cute, but I wasn't gonna get sucked into that game. But this looks like an actual game releasing later this year, late this year. And we'll see if it's a one-time fee and then you just grind for stuff, or if it's gonna be free to play.
Yeah.
Next up in the vein of free to play, we have Ballad of Antara, which is another free to play battle game.
Oh, I'm gonna go in so hard on this one on my next story. Anyway.
Free to play, quote unquote, action RPG with a very Chinese specific style.
Yeah.
Stop giving me free to play games is what I'm gonna just ask very politely.
I mean, I do enjoy new IPs though.
I enjoy new IPs, but I don't like having microtransactions for every game that looks good.
We're gonna go in on that.
Well, we are later. Mm-hmm. I can only play so many games at a time anyway, and I don't like that. Instead of being able to grind this game, I have to pay to do anything. And we don't know obviously if that'll be in a Battle of Antara, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Next on the list, coming in fall of 2024, is Behemoth by Skydance.
I'm not interested in this game.
I mean, it looks good.
Except, it looked like it's going to be more VR specific.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I want to do the PlayStation VR.
Nope. Can't do it. Motion sickness immediately.
I've been having fun with my VR headset, though. Good. So, but, yeah, I don't know if I can do this one. But, okay. Yeah. Looks okay. I like it, but I'm not probably going to play it.
This one I didn't look at, but it's also looking to be another VR type game, is Alien Rogue Incursion.
It is VR, yeah.
I don't like aliens. No, man. Don't put me in a VR headset. I'll holler. Anyway.
Next up is Marvel Rivals. Is getting a console port for PS5.
Okay, look, Marvel Overwatch is looking really good.
I do hate to admit that it does look
It's Marvel
good.
Overwatch.
I love the destructible backgrounds.
It's the designs that get me. Like, the art for the designs look really good.
And once I heard Storm talking, I was like, oh, I love the voice actors.
Yeah.
Damn.
I mean, if anyone's going to get you, it's Storm, so.
I mean, and the designs are very unique. Magneto with the rotating metal ring behind him. It's very Overwatch.
I saw Thor in there, right?
Probably.
It did not sound like it was Travis Willingham, and if it's not Travis Willingham, I will boycott the game.
Don't Travis go in and
he has a tattoo because he voiced Thor for 10 years. Like,
okay, that's
if
fair.
you're gonna do video game Thor, it needs
in the
to be
best
Travis.
Avengers cartoon there was. Yeah, I kind of want to do this. I don't,
I'll give
but
it a try.
do. Yeah.
I'll give it a try.
Okay.
The closed beta is this July, so if you're in the closed beta, you'll get a chance. We don't
also,
have
that means it's gonna be a hot minute before it comes out.
Yeah. Next up is one that I thought looked interesting, and that's Where Winds Meet. It's a game very much based off of like the wuxia style of storytelling, which is ancient Chinese drama.
Yeah.
Which, God, it looks so pretty. All we know is it's in development, but it's really pretty.
Yeah, it's open world martial arts, which I'm all for that.
Yeah.
You've hit me right in the pocketbook with this game.
Live out all of my novels.
They've been working on this for 5 years now.
Oh, wow. I'm excited. Moving along to Until Dawn Remaster. It's coming to PS5 and the PC in 2024.
Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah, it looks
Love
good.
that.
I didn't know it was a remaster. I must have missed that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a
okay.
remaster.
Yeah.
And that's probably partially because the studio is also making a new horror game.
Yeah.
So it's probably a...
And to be fair, the original Until Dawn is kind of clunky, so if they update those mechanics, it's going to be really nice.
Yeah.
There's weird
Okay, so
because
maybe
it's
it's good I
fixed
did mix.
because it's fixed camera angles. It's a little clunky, and they have improved on that system. So to see a remaster, they might be able to mess with those a little bit.
All right.
I do wonder if some of the mechanics, like having to put your controller down when you're hiding in one of the spots.
What?
Yeah, in one
You're supposed to not move in several spots. The best way to do that is to put your controller down.
Yeah, because if your controller moves even like slightly because your hand twitched, you get caught.
You've never played any of
I
these
have not
games?
played Until Dawn.
Dude, we need to get you to play Until Dawn.
Okay,
Because it does slap.
I do want to watch Jason play
You just said
Until
it was
Dawn.
clunky, but it slaps.
No, it is a little bit clunky, but the mechanics are super fun.
All right, Cass, how many people do you think are gonna die when he plays?
Most of them.
What?
I killed all the
We're going to go in on this one.
Yeah.
All right, what else do we got here?
All right, next up we have Path of Exile 2. They got a new game trailer, and early access will be late this year.
Yeah.
I didn't look into that one very much because
It looks pretty decent.
Yeah.
Moving on.
All right, next one we actually have a trailer for because Cass specifically wanted to talk about it, and that is the Silent Hill 2 remake. So let me go ahead and push that forward while we talk a little bit.
All right. The granddaddy of all horror games, the Silent Hill franchise. I tried to play this game several years ago, and let me tell you, you want to talk about clunky mechanics. The old Silent Hill games are some of the clunkiest games. I could not get through it because it was just really, really bad. The promise of an update of those mechanics and an update of the visuals is my absolute dream. Like, I don't know.
there's an additional video of actual like 13 minutes of gameplay in there.
Yeah.
Which this game makes me feel like because it was so clunky, it's survival. Like it's not Resident Evil where I'm coming for y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really was survival.
I'm trying to live, and I'm clumsy, so it's like real life, you know?
I do have a funny story from watching my friend play, which I think I've told y'all before, but I want to tell it again.
Yeah.
We did the underground jail, where there was the branching path of this place, or this way leads exit, you're safe, you're free. This way means you fight Pyramid Head, but you get his cool sword.
Okay, yeah.
And we couldn't tell where we were going, because we got mixed up. We thought we went down the correct path, and then she's like, wait, this is his sword. And we're like, oh no. We ran out, and it was a very stressful time, and we turned the game, like, we paused the game and sat it down, and as her, like, right when her mom came home, which, I mean, she didn't mind us playing the game, but what was the problem is her room was right over the garage, and the garage door needed to be oiled.
Ooh.
And so the squeak of the door opening sounded like the siren, and we both... We leaped. Like, I fell off the bed, she fell out of her desk chair, and both, like, we tried to scramble under the bed, and then we heard the, y'all okay? And we half out from under the bed, laughing. Her mom was very worried about us.
By the way, Kat, you're absolutely right. Jason will not have anybody survive until dawn.
Oh, no. But...
I mean, I'll live. That's all that matters, right?
I mean, you only need one.
Okay, then. It needs to be me.
Like, I'm excited for new graphics. I'm very skeptical and worried.
I see a lot of people upset they didn't use the original voice actors for the two characters. And, come on, guys.
I can understand that. If the and I don't know if this is the case or not, but if the actors wanted to come back, I think they should have been given the option. I always think that whenever they do a remake or anything like that.
But how many years has it been?
It's been like 20 or 30 years, but that doesn't mean they don't want to do it.
So I see a lot of people upset about it.
23.
23, okay.
Wow.
Yikes.
Shit. Anyways,
I'd
like to move on after that.
I'm just a very nervous person because I really like Silent Hill.
That's fair. I actually I'm one of the couple people out there that absolutely loves the movie.
Oh, I love the movie.
Yeah, the movie slaps. And
I like the second one better, actually.
Wow, okay.
I haven't seen the second one.
It's not. It's a different kind of movie.
I like how they blended stuff from the first and second game in the movie.
Oh, and, like, I don't know that much about the games, because I couldn't play them. They were too clunky. And I played Black Flag, so I'm familiar with clunky games.
I mean, my fight with the nurse in the hospital was just, let me hold up my pipe, now let me just put it back down at my side and not do anything else.
Yeah. I would do that too, but only because I want her to step on me. So. For a different reason. Anyway, moving on.
But I do love how the monsters look and how they move in the trailer.
Me too.
I like the environments. So spooky.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sitting here like, that doesn't look scary, and then I'm thinking about playing, and I'm like, oh.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Watching a horror movie and playing a horror game are two very different experiences.
Alright, so, do we want to move on? Or do we have more Silent Hill to speak of?
I think we want to move on.
Alright, I'm going to skip the next one, just so that we have, like, a break in trailers. So the next one on the list is Astrobot, which is the bot game that no one cares about.
I don't know.
I don't know.
It's adorable.
It's fine.
It looks cute, but...
And the skins of the PlayStation characters, I don't want to play it. It just looks adorable.
Kudos to anyone who does want to play it, but also, again, it's a VR game. Oh, new non-VR game. Okay. Yeah, no. Again, I can't read. It's fine.
No, it's it's a cute game. I played a little bit of it, but I'm just not, like, it's fine.
There's just so much branding. I'm just like, I don't want to play it. Yeah. All the ships, the PlayStation 5 is the ship, and the controllers is the ship. I'm like, all right, okay. You're killing me, Smalls. I'm out.
Alright, and finally we have Monster Hunter Wilds. And I'm gonna put a trailer up so Jason can have a full freak out?
Yes! I'm so happy. I wear a Monster Hunter band every day of a Rathalos that my good friend made over at, why can't I think of her shop all of a sudden? Jessie, you know.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. I can't remember the shop name.
I can't think of her shop name. But I wear this all the time because I love me some Monster Hunter. We're getting new mechanics introduced into this. All that matters, we're getting Palicos back. But all 14 weapon types are coming back. We're getting different modes, of course, different creatures. I love seeing all the different designs for the creatures and then slaughtering them for their skin and bones and meat and everything. I love this franchise. I love how it looks like we're going to be able to use mounts within combat now. I was interested because I saw people using like a great sword and then switching over to a bow gun, which bring it on, because I use the light bow gun in my playthroughs, which is more of a support weapon, but also the sword and shield, the best weapon combo in the game, and the only one everyone should use. Don't at me, Cora. Anyway.
I have no say in
I
this
heard you
game.
snicker over there.
I snickered because of Joe Cat's videos.
I mean, he's right. He's right. That's why me and Joe like this.
Yeah.
He's right. Changing environments for hunting is going to be very exciting.
Mm-hmm.
Normally you play, I mean, they do a bit of snow and everything, but this looks like it's going to be environments that are the same areas that the weather's changing in, which is a mechanic that I am very excited for.
Yeah.
Of course, new monsters, they look so good. We have some new characters. We have our hunter. We have Alma, who is basically our records keeper and the person that gives us the information on the creatures. Genma, who will be our research commission smithy. So you're kind of like a team on an expedition instead of like going back and forth to a camp. It's Monster Hunter. I am all for it. Bring it on. This comes out in 2024. Look at the mounted combat. Yes! Sorry.
I am so happy for you. I am not a Monster Hunter girl, but like it looks gorgeous, and I'm happy that you're getting this.
I have played the last Monster Hunter. I played through. I think I've got every bit of armor that was available in the game. I've gotten all the expansions. As the games always look beautiful with the environments. Just look at those powers. You're also getting a new hook shot and everything. Whew. I'm trying to like be an objective journalistic person while also talking about this thing that I love dearly. So Monster Hunter Wilds.
Yeah, because what this show is about is objectivity.
I'm trying to be professional. I'm so very happy. I cannot wait to. We are so back, baby. Just playing some Monster Hunter. Bring it on. So I'm glad we finished this out with the best game.
Okay. I mean, Dynasty Warriors, but sure.
This show is over. Shut it down.
Yep.
Actually, no. Dynasty Warriors looks fantastic. We're all gonna play Dynasty Warriors.
Oh, 1,000%.
It's also just a great party game to play. Too.
Yeah. Let's just murder everybody.
How's your side going? All clear?
Yeah, it's good.
It's like if that's the only game like your thumbs hurt afterwards.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, because I'm going so hard at all times.
That excitement, that adrenaline, you're just pressing the buttons.
Or you're running so hard to get to your little generals.
Yep, gotta shore up that line. Anyway.
Cass, you running?
You're running. You're running so fast.
I love that this is the action for running, apparently.
This is the motion of gremlin mode.
Yeah.
It looks like the gremlin mode. It looks like Cornholio or something. Anyway.
Yeah.
All right, whatever. Anyway, I think a good state of play. Disappointed that we didn't hear more about a certain other IP thing that was being released, but hopefully soon. Cass will be on next week's show.
Yes,
for reasons.
I understand exactly which franchise you're talking about, and that is the Suikoden franchise. We still haven't heard anything from you, Konami. I'm watching you.
I'm gonna swallow the Aloy figure whole.
What Aloy figure? That line hasn't been announced officially yet, or shown off, or even able for purchase. How would I possibly procure this item?
It was the eye contact and the confidence in which you said it. It just got me.
How would I procure an item that's not up for market yet? Anyway, this has been great talking about state of play.
Disappear.
So let's go ahead and kick this thing off with some super cool nerd news.
Sorry.
What's wrong with you?
So, recently, was it last year? I think it was last year. We got an Exorcist movie set in the same universe as the original Exorcist. It was disappointing to say the least. It had some merits, but like overall, just not what you want from an Exorcist movie. So they're doing what they're calling a radical change in direction, and they hired Mike Flanagan. The Mike Flanagan is going to be doing an Exorcist movie. If you're like, oh, hey Cass, Mike Flanagan sounds familiar. Do I remember who that is? Yes. So, Netflix, A Haunting of Hill House, Midnight Mass, A Haunting of Bly Manor, and Fall of the House of Usher, all Mike Flanagan. This man has not missed in over a decade. I can't speak before that because I didn't watch stuff that came out in like 2011, but this man does not miss. And he is directing the new Exorcist movie. We have almost no information about what this is going to be about, but it's going to be in the Exorcist universe, and it is going to be my man, maybe my favorite horror director, Mike Flanagan. This is my dude, and I absolutely cannot wait for it. This is so... He has the potential to do such an interesting thing with the Exorcist universe. Reminder, this is the guy that did Dr. Sleep, the sequel to The Shining. I have talked about on the show. I hate the original Shining. I think it's so bad. I think the casting is crap. I think the visuals are absolutely gorgeous, but the story, some of the storytelling is iffy. The casting is really awkward with Jack Nicholson seeming like a sociopath the minute he walks through the door instead of the supportive dad that he's supposed to be. But Mike Flanagan directed Dr. Sleep with Ewan McGregor, an amazing sequel. So he has that ability to change very kind of old-fashioned horror like The Exorcist is into very modern horror, and Dr. Sleep was really scary, and so he has all the potential, and I cannot, we know very, very little, but yeah, Mike Flanagan, new Exorcist movie was just announced. It's gonna be so good. Yes, Kat, Kubrick should have been a DP.
Wow.
There are so many directors that should have been DPs, but Mike Flanagan is where it's at storytelling.
Kat says she can hear some of the dialogue. I wonder if she means us. Anyway,
I hope not.
I like Exorcist, so...
Yeah, I like the original Exorcist. I didn't like the one that came out recently.
Oh, no.
The one with Leslie Odom Jr. No. It was just a disappointment, especially to be set in the same universe as that iconic movie. So Mike Flanagan directing the next one has such potential going forward.
I mean, I could not finish Haunting of Hill House because it scared me too much.
Oh yeah,
everything he does.
So I haven't actually watched anything further that he's done, not because I don't think it's gonna be good, but because I know I can't finish it.
Honestly, Haunting of Hill House is probably the scariest Netflix series that he did. Haunting of Bly Manor is also very scary, but less so. Midnight Mass is about religious trauma, so it's not as scary, but it's more...
I will say that one does look really interesting.
It's so good, and it's not as, like, jump scary.
Okay.
And you want to talk about religious trauma. The Exorcist has a lot of that. The young priest, is that his story is all about trauma and about how religion ties into your psyche. And so, yeah, he has absolutely tools.
Your mother cooks socks in hell.
Haunting is scary. Fall of House of Usher. Yeah, Fall of House of Usher is also scary, but like I don't remember it being as like jump scary.
I mean, I enjoyed...
It's Edgar Allan Poe.
Yeah, I mean, I enjoyed the original story from Edgar Allan Poe.
Yeah,
I found it very interesting, so that one will probably be fine.
And the Netflix show is also other Poe throughout. Like the Telltale Heart is in there. Black Cat is in there.
Really?
The what is it called? The Morgue, Rue Morgue. Is that what it's called?
I think so.
That one's in there. The modern twist on the Telltale Heart is one of my favorite horror moments in the past 5 years. With an amazing performance by, I can't remember her name off the top of my head. But yeah, just absolutely fantastic show. And it gets a little preachy towards the end, but again, The Exorcist. Maybe a little bit. Yeah, he's an absolutely fantastic storyteller.
It's gonna be good.
I feel like I've missed out on the Netflix series.
There's also, yes, a reference to Never Bet the Devil Your Head, which is Kat's favorite post story.
Probably check that out then. Okay.
Yeah, it's great.
All right, who wants to go now?
Mine was kind of a continuation off the Sony thing. I probably should have gone first.
Do it now.
Okay, well,
Do it now.
so this kind of comes from a Kotaku article I was reading after State of Play. It was something they were talking about as far as how much money they've made with PlayStation this year. So PS5s have, over the 7 year lifespan of the PS4, PS5 has yet to outdo those sales because most people are feeling the need not to have to buy a PS5. PS4 is still playing those games. You can still get versions of them to play, but how PS5 has unfortunately been successful is with microtransactions. The average player was spending about just a little over $500 on microtransactions on PS4 games. You know, roughly.
Yeah.
With the PlayStation 5, that's almost gone up to like $750 now per player. So the money has not been there in consoles, mainly because, you know, honestly, PS5, yes, there are some next-gen games you can only play on PS5, but for the most part, you can still find a lot of these games for PS4. But we as players, and also with the new relaunch of PlayStation Plus and the tiered system, players are spending more on the digital side and microtransaction games. Of course, the biggest being Fortnite, Genshin Impact, Apex Legends, things like this. GTA 5 Online, which I think is the largest one that sells for microtransactions. Because, you know, brothers will be on there like, I need a car. Click and done.
I think to this day, I've never purchased a microtransaction on a PlayStation game.
I have bought a lot of expansions, like, of course, for Destiny. I bought every single expansion that's come out. So, you got me there.
Are we counting?
Expansions are... I count expansions
well,
as
okay, that's not really...
That's not microtransaction.
Well, even with Destiny, I've bought things like I might want a different Sparrow.
That's fair. Yeah.
And, I'm guilty of that. Power Wash Simulator. I hated I played that game, but you know what? There were some microtransactions in there that I bought. And granted, it doesn't seem like a lot when you're just buying, I just want this skin, or I just want this, you know.
It adds up real quick.
It really does. Enough that I don't want to go add up mine right now. But apparently, because of the success, hey, guys, clearly what we need is more free-to-play games. Free-to-play games. I love that look from Cora over there. I was waiting for this when I did the story. And the transactions that go along with it. Look, I've bought my kids. They play things like Roblox, Fortnite, things of that sort. The microtransactions are there. And unfortunately, we have been buying into it. So they're here to stay.
When you don't really give us much of another option to get some of that stuff, then what else is there? Like, in Genshin, you can grind to get the stuff you need for, like, the wish pulls and stuff for characters. But if a banner pops up and it's a character that you've been waiting for and you haven't had a chance to save up enough for it, guess what you're going to end up doing? You're going to buy stuff. And that sucks. And it also just sucks that it's for Genshin, because as much as I enjoyed playing Genshin when I did, at some point the characters get locked behind quests and you have to do so many side quests that you forget where you are if you stop playing for 2 days.
Yeah.
So I haven't played it in like a year now.
Yeah. So. I will say part of the console thing, I think, might just be that the PS5 was released in November of 2020. And so there was not that rush to get one because we couldn't. And like they were sold out everywhere for like a year.
Yeah, because of the pandemic.
Yeah, we went right into the pandemic off of PS5 being released. So, I mean, it wasn't until well after that I got mine. So
yeah. Yeah.
So there wasn't. You're
it was
right.
released November 2020.
There was that hype to get them, but they're just not available.
Literally couldn't. Hi.
Oh, please.
Baby.
She's gonna come up here and lick her butt again, like she did last time.
Rizzo.
Okay.
So, congratulations, we have made the thing we hate successful, and of course...
Who's we? Oh, we're talking about we.
Okay, yeah, me. So, I, will punish myself later. But I'm still going to, make microtransactions. I'm pretty sure I haven't made, an insane amount of them, but I have done them.
But you don't want to go look at your account, do you?
I don't want to really... I'm pretty sure it's manageable.
Yep.
It'd be like asking me to... Why are you giving me the judgment stare?
I don't know.
Honestly, I think your collection is significantly worse than
we
your
don't need to talk about that. Anyway, Cora, what is your next story?
Okay, I'll go. So, I'm going to do the movie because I'm going to save the fun one for later. So, back in the 1980s, there was a little movie that came out called Angel's Egg. It's a really weird movie, but I would expect nothing less from a collaboration between Mamoru Oshii, who directed the Ghost in the Shell movie, the original one, and the man, the myth, the legend, Yoshitaka Amano as the art director and character designer. Which, if y'all are not aware of who Yoshitaka Amano is, Final Fantasy. He did all of that.
Okay.
The one who designed Kefka, yeah, that was Yoshitaka Amano.
What a weirdo.
Yeah, very weird. Love his art, though.
Yeah.
The movie itself is a very interesting film. There's no dialogue, hardly. There's some dialogue. But the reason we're talking about this film from the 1980s is because it's getting its first North America release by G-Kids Entertainment, of course, for the 40th anniversary coming next year.
Dang.
Yep. It's going to be released next year in theaters across America. I'm guessing probably spring, summer era. We don't know what date yet.
I'm down though.
I'm down for example. Let me just put that picture back up again. This is a shot from the film. It has the same vibes as Vampire Hunter D did, which makes sense. Vampire Hunter D was also character designed by Yoshitaka Amano, and I think also art directed by him as well. The premise is you have this girl that lives in this underwater kingdom, and she's protecting this egg. She's protecting it very carefully, and then a man shows up. Of course it was a man. I'm sorry.
Always is.
Always a man. But a man shows up, and they have a little bit of a rapport, but he's trying to find a bird that went missing, because it seems like it's a telling of Noah's Ark where the bird didn't come back. So he's trying to find the bird.
Okay.
And she's like, oh, well, the bird did exist here. And finds the skeleton for the bird, which is in that shot that you see. And he does... things happen. I don't know if it's a spoiler or not, so I'm not going to actually talk about it. But, yeah, that's Angel's Egg. It's a very weird film. And it's one of those films that people have said that they really don't know what's going on or what anything means.
Sure.
Which... We love films like that.
Yeah.
I love films that are more for interpretation.
Yeah.
That's why Night on the Galactic Railroad is another film from around the 1980s that is phenomenal. I can't describe what that movie is.
Yeah. I kind of want to see this on the big screen, though.
It's coming to the big screen.
I know, but I'm interested. I want to see it. Yeah.
It is a 4K remaster of the original.
Yeah.
Not just a 4K remaster, but a 4K remaster of the original 35mm film. Which that'll be interesting. I'm excited.
I'm down. Let's go.
I have been trying... So,
Give me tickets.
high key, I have been trying to find a copy of this film for months since I found out about it. And that it doesn't exist because there's no translation for it. The only translations, if there is an English translation, it is an unofficial pirated translation.
Yes.
It has never been released over here. So I'm hoping also with it being released in theaters that we will get some kind of Blu-ray or something so I can own it and it not go to streaming where that's the only place I can find it.
Gotta have all the physical media.
I do.
Days.
I do. Anyway, that's my fun little soapbox. Cass, it's back to you now.
All right.
God, we only picked 2 stories this week.
Oh, goodness. Oh, great heavens. I forgot to put your other picture in here. Jason, it's your turn real quick.
Okay, then I will just continue on with some movie news. A couple months ago, I announced that Paramount and Hasbro were looking to produce a G.I. Joe Transformers crossover movie. Something that people have been saying, "Oh, we don't need. Screw you, I need it." We got some pretty good comments on that last short, but we may have had our first announced possible lead for the movie, actor Chris Hemsworth, who we just saw in Furiosa, may be playing a character in the G.I. Joe Transformers crossover movie. Also a recipient of his first star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
Ooh.
Yes, Robert Downey Jr. gave a very great speech for old Chris there by reading some remarks from some of his former Avengers.
Yes, I did.
But yes, G.I. Joe Transformers is going to be, they've already been leading up to this with the latest Transformers movie with the character Noah Diaz possibly being recruited by G.I. Joe. You don't go to those lengths to introduce that and not try to get this cash cow. As much as people didn't like any of the Transformers movies, I thought the latest one, Rise of the Beast, I like that my wife, who is not a fan of these movies, walked out with, wow, plot, character development? Did I just come out of a Transformers movie? And people kind of, oh, we don't like it. No, but it made the money. So, yeah, we are making a sequel of it. And why not try to go to the well again on what Hasbro has made their most money from is the Transformers film franchise. Say what you want about what Michael Bay has done, and I have multiple times. Those movies made money.
Yeah.
The latest G.I. Joe outing, Snake Eyes, not so much. And I wasn't really a fan of that. But if you get back to more of the core of the characters, I think you could make a movie that won't be like Oscar winning by any standards. But you know what? I get to walk up in there and watch Optimus Prime and Snake Eyes take care of Cobra and some Decepticons. And I'm a happy camper. So no announcements made, but yes, they did. This is a big one that Chris Hemsworth is in talks to actually head up. And I think that is kind of some of the star power that they would need for this movie.
Yeah.
Let's draw in more people who typically be like, I don't want to watch those movies about those toys. Chris Hemsworth is in it. Instantly, Leia's like, really? Chris is in it? Is he going to be not wearing a shirt most of the time? Let's go on and watch that.
I mean,
oh God.
I was all like, I didn't need Chris Hemsworth to make me want to see this movie. I'm just so insanely curious how it's going to work.
Yeah.
Like, in my brain, I just have, like, Optimus Prime, like, walking into the battlefield and Snake Eyes just, like, standing on his shoulder, a la, like, big robot anime style. Mm-hmm. And then, like, leaping
off. I almost made a noise.
And then, like, leaping off all cool, like, to do some, like, cool ninja shit. Apparently that's what Jason's looking forward to.
This is what I want. So, yeah, I hope they get some star power on this. That'll draw more of the casuals to the theater. Because...
Casuals.
I mean, they didn't
Casuals.
I find it weird that Furiosa made the most money this weekend, but had a poor box office. Stop moving movies to DVD so quickly.
Go see Furiosa.
I thought it was...
It's so good. It's so good.
Thoroughly enjoyed
also,
it.
Chris Hemsworth shirtless. Essentially shirt, like has like a little vest.
I know there was some criticism about changing the actress and everything, but it was a younger...
No, it's absolutely...
Exactly.
Yeah.
I love the movie. But anyway.
It's so good. Go watch it.
So we're ready to move on to...
yes, Cass.
Now.
Cass, it's your turn.
So, December 2022. We all see Knives Out 2, Glass Onion, and Knives Out Mystery. Because it's not really a sequel. And then we go, next one? Next one, yes? Next one, maybe? Finally, we got announced not only that it's happening, not only the title, Dead Man Wake Up. Wake Up, Dead Man. Not only that it's coming out next year, but we got some cast. So far, we have, obviously, Daniel Craig.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Josh O'Connor, fresh off Challengers. Kaylee Spaney, fresh off Civil War. Also was in Pacific Rim and Bad Times at the El Royale.
Oh, that's why you asked me that. Okay, yeah. Sorry. Andrew
Scott, fresh off being amazing.
Ooh.
Kerry Washington. Glenn Close.
What?
Jeremy Renner, fresh off being
Not dead?
What?
not dead.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna point out that that's real funny that we say that with the title of the movie.
Yeah.
Oh.
Jeremy Renner, wake up.
Wait, hold on. What was that? What was that?
Jeremy Renner, wake up. And Mila Kunis. This is within the last week. We got That It's Happening, the title, and all of these casts.
How do they keep all this on the wraps?
I don't know. I'll remind you that up to date, the Knives Out movies have been star-studded every time.
And good.
Fantastic. Yeah.
I guess I gotta
Amazing
watch these
ensemble
probably.
movies carried by these amazing actors. Dave Bautista in the last one was absolutely amazing.
Everybody loves Dave. That's not fair. You know what? Everybody just really likes Dave Bautista because he's a really nice guy.
Here's the thing, though. He played the most convincing asshole I've ever seen on film.
I've got to watch these movies.
I wanted to shoot him.
The fact that you haven't means that I failed you as a friend. Because they're so good. And I will also remind you that to date, there we go. These movies have been about Daniel Craig using a foghorn leghorn accent.
I do love foghorn leghorn.
Supporting a woman of color come into her own. Last one was Janelle Monáe. The first one was last one was Janelle Monáe.
Oh Lord. Really? Really? Oh.
Person of color. She, I think. And what was the first one? What is her name?
To the internet.
Yeah.
Jamie Lee was in it.
Absolute. Yeah, Jamie Lee Curtis was in the first one. She's not a woman of color.
But she's a woman.
These are absolutely stellar movies, and if it's him paired up with Kerry Washington this time, I will lose my mind.
Ana de Armas.
Ana de Armas,
okay.
yes, absolutely, and she was amazing in that movie.
Oh my gosh, she was so good.
If it's him paired up with Kerry Washington, I will lose my mind. Honestly, I don't. Whoever it is.
If you agree not to take anything from me, I'll watch them.
Nope, not making that agreement.
I actually do want to watch them.
They're so good. Yeah.
I need to find it. Anyway.
Dead Man Wake Up coming next year.
Wow.
And yeah.
They have to have been done with filming by now.
They don't have to be done. They do have to be going into production very, very, very soon for it to come out end of next year.
Okay, maybe that's.
But his don't. Ryan Johnson. The last couple, I think, have not had as much post production as you would think.
Okay.
There's not a lot of CGI except for some like background details.
So no shoot for the edit, like another director I mentioned.
Yeah.
No, yes, shoot for the edit.
Yeah.
Yes, shoot for the edit.
Well, that's Michael Bay's thing. Anyway.
Yeah. But if you do shoot for that, that shortens the post pro.
Okay. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm dumb. I don't know anything about that.
No. You're good. Yeah, they don't have as much post production as you would think. The last one actually, it released officially December 2022, but I actually saw it November 2022 because they put out it in theaters a month early because they could.
Yeah.
So yeah, these are very grounded kind of movies.
Yeah, how I've always described them is, did you like Clue? Here's a modern version of that.
I did like
absolutely.
Clue.
Yeah. Also, like, and especially the first one switches genres.
Yeah.
Like 2 or 3 times in the middle of the movie, and it absolutely works every time. By the way, Chris Evans is in the first one.
I know.
Playing an asshole.
Again.
Immediately after Captain America. He's such a dick, and I love it so much.
I could not hate Chris Evans. He's the best Chris.
That was
amazing.
Like, Mia was already really wanting to go see this movie anyway, but she was so worried. Like, we were both really worried as we were sitting there waiting for the movie to start. Like, Chris Evans has to play an unlikable character. Like, he's good at it. We've seen him do it before. Yeah. But he's been playing a goody two-shoes for so long.
Yeah.
And then he showed up and, like, one sentence in, we're like, I hate him.
And I did not like Daniel Craig. Not really. I didn't care about his James Bond. I didn't really like him. And I saw Knives Out, and I was like, I am immediately on your side forever.
Yeah. I really liked him in Casino Royale, but I think that's the only other film I'd seen him in that I'm aware of.
Yeah. No, he's absolutely fantastic and super gay.
Yeah.
Love that for him. Anyway, yeah.
Knives Out, great. Watch the movies, and then you'll be prepared for the third one coming out.
Yeah.
And understand why we're so excited and don't need any...
Over the moon. It's going to be amazing. All right.
Take us home, Cora.
Oh, do you really want me to be the one to take us home?
I mean, I feel like I helped contribute on this story because I demanded an explanation off of this when I found this information out.
Alright, so it is no secret that Japan is really, really excited about making anime into musicals and stage plays. That is no... Like, it's no secret.
The story.
Like, I haven't brought one up on the show. I feel like I need to, like, in a while.
Yeah.
And that is, like, and there's a good reason why I'm bringing this one up. So if you are a fan of the hit anime Attack on Titan, this is the poster for the musical that came out last year. So why are we talking about it now? Because it's coming to New York City in October.
I didn't know that was allowed. I didn't know that was allowed.
So it will be performed in Japanese with English subtitles. For those who are wondering how that works, they made it work for the Spirited Away stage play that they did a few years ago. It's like a screen that's on top of the stage that shows has the English subtitles on it. It actually works really well. I'm surprised at how well it works.
You would think it would be distracting, but go ahead.
You would think so, but it's not. It's very non-intrusive, but also it's a musical. I don't need to know what they're saying. I know what's happening. The song's telling me.
It's also Attack on Titan.
It's also
Attack on Titan.
Understand
what they're saying.
Yeah, which it does look like the show, or the stage show is starting from the beginning of Attack on Titan and doing like that first little bit to like introduce people. I know Levi's in there somewhere. That's all I know. So how long it takes to get Levi to show up, that's how far we go.
Season 2.
Season 2? Okay, then I have no clue what's happening. I'm just gonna be real.
Yeah, no, Levi doesn't show up for a while.
Okay, then I don't know. I saw him in the cast list.
All right, here's my
Oh, okay.
All right,
Okay.
one of many, go ahead.
So like how?
Oh, how are we gonna do this?
How? Because aerial warfare is the basis.
Wire stunts on stage.
I saw The Little Mermaid when it came to town, and they were doing wire stunts. So like you can do it, but like also you need Titans.
So Jason actually posed a great question, and I'm about
I'm supposed to compromise.
No, and I'm about to ruin my entire existence mentally to find the answer. So the entirety of I think it's the stage show. Is available online for free to watch. It's one that was posted a few years ago, not the one that was posted last year. So I don't know if last year's was just like a redo of an older one or what's going on. I need to figure that out. But if I can find the one from last year, I'm going to watch it because Jason wants to know if the Titan has a song. And now I have to know if the Titan has a song. Do you also...
So like...
I made a deal with Cora that if a Titan has a solo in this cluster, I will watch it.
You didn't say solo, you said song.
Okay, if the Titans have a number, I'll watch this movie.
I don't think you can do it without giving the Titans a number. Like, I think the Titans have to have a number. Here's my thing, because I don't think either of you watched Attack on Titan, right?
I watched season 1.
Okay,
yeah, I watched about...
So you know...
I watched about halfway through season 1.
Okay, so
but I
both
just know.
You know that Titans don't speak.
Yeah.
No.
Except for the female Titan, which means she's got to show up, right?
No, the big guy.
Which one?
The one that was like armored and furry.
Oh, the armor Titan who...
Yes. He needs a solo.
So that means if a Titan has a number, it's probably one of those two. It's probably the armored or the female.
If that happens, I'm in.
The video I found, which again I don't think is the correct one, but we're gonna go with that for right now. There was a musical number where there were people in like those onesie suits with that look like the muscles, dancing as if they were Titans with one of the characters.
That doesn't count.
No, I know that doesn't count, but this wasn't the same stage play, so it's fine.
On the premise, if I even had knowledge that this was in there...
I'm okay with this.
If that show was in Dallas and I had knowledge that happens, I would buy tickets, go. As soon as the Titan number was over, I would clap and I would leave. This is all I came here for.
Not if I went with you. Absolutely
No,
not.
you'd be
That is
stuck.
so rude. I would glue you to your seat.
That is
It
the
is
only-
so rude
That is
to...
the only...
No, absolutely
Well, they
not.
better put the Titan number at the end.
Cass would be on one side, Cat would be on the other. I would be at the end of the row that you could exit out of because it would probably be a wind spear, which there's only one exit.
Yes.
They better put that Titan number at the end of the show. Because as soon as I'll see that, I'll be like, wonderful.
Now I'm bringing one of those little spy things where you just boop and they fall back asleep.
What the
It is less rude to fall asleep during a performance than it is to leave.
Yeah.
I mean, that'd be all I came. I don't want to see a Titan do,
You will not
I must eat them.
You will not disrespect
So
the actors.
Like
So your
throwing
Titan
little,
is-
little gummy humans in his mouth and chewing.
I like that his version of a Titan singing isn't even Rodgers and Hammerstein. It's the old Gilbert and Sullivan.
Yeah.
Delicious.
Yes, that's Gilbert and Sullivan Titan. That's the only way you can do it.
Nice shoes.
Him
just
the
talking.
Titan eating his mom has got is the only other one that's allowed to have a number.
Can't have mommy issues if you don't have a
Oh God, that'd be terrible, and I'd be there for it.
Oh, 1,000%. I really want to see this now.
Yeah, so I'll see if I can find it online somewhere so we can all watch this first.
I'll watch a bootleg. I don't care.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. We have
Well,
to.
Just
do
text
that
me and
and
say,
then-
Jason, it's there, and I will make efforts to find it and watch it.
You do that, and then we have to make Jason play Until Dawn.
Yes.
And he'll
Absolutely.
kill
A lot
every
of me
single person.
having.
There
being
is a
made to do
single
stuff.
scene at the beginning that I can't wait to see his reaction to, and I will tell you later.
Okay, yeah.
Anyway, I contributed to this story because I messaged this to her. I was like,
Yeah.
explain this
You
shit.
mentioned it to
Hey.
the group chat.
Quick question. What the
Yeah, you just posted.
Excuse me?
All you did was post, excuse me, someone explain, and then just put the poster there.
That's fair.
And the only explanation is Japan just really likes
just really like
musicals. and
musicals.
anime.
And then, so this is coming to New York. Of course, like, wait, what? Hold up.
Guess who else is coming to New York? Up.
Honestly, like if we could write it off, I would do it because
Seriously?
I'm so curious.
Yeah.
I don't
I've
actually.
already gave the parameters I'd go for.
I actually don't care that much about Attack on Titan. It just didn't interest me, but I would watch this.
A Titan singing as he's eating people. God, I would be there for it.
I can't decide which I want more. An Evil Dead style musical where everything's campy and ridiculous, or the most serious musical of all time,
So
where the
according-
Titans, yeah,
Oh,
kill
sorry. Go
everybody.
ahead. Finish your sentence.
Where they kill everybody.
According to someone on Reddit, because they were talking about it in a thread last year, it is a serious musical. They didn't elaborate. They just said a serious musical.
Yeah.
How much elaboration could you use?
I need elaboration. Cause
We're
like
talking like second act of Cabaret, like
yeah, like I need that.
yeah.
Cause like I've seen anime musicals.
Of course.
I can't take any of them seriously.
Yeah.
I mean, how am I supposed to take a Black Butler anime seriously? Or a musical seriously? A Death Note musical seriously?
I'm just
Any
wondering how they're going to
sports
portray
anime?
the Titans on stage. Seriously.
And that's the big question, right?
Some guy on stilts comes out.
Or the Into the Woods musical, they just built a
Yeah.
giant head.
No, I thought it was a giant foot.
I think there's both actually.
Okay.
Depending on what version, there's a giant foot. But then when she dies, there's
Oh,
a giant
yeah.
head kind of crashes on
Oh,
stage.
yeah, I
You
forgot
could
about
do
that.
that, but then you have to. The rest of the musical has to be them just training, and like that's boring.
I mean, yeah.
What a giant head rolling around on stage like hungry
Yeah,
hippo
yeah, yeah.
people, actors into its mouth. That's what I want.
I mean,
like just a hand.
If anybody has good animatronics, though, it's Japan.
Honestly, yeah.
Yeah.
Just a hand, just roll, and it just opens up. They go in there, and you can't see them like duck out the back. Anyway, I've stated the parameters I would go watch this movie.
Absolutely.
And so
No, I
if
get
it
that.
happens, don't trick me. But I'll see it if it's that.
And I will be the first to let you know, Jason.
And I'll drug you, so we're good.
What the hell? Anyway,
And you know what? In a look that is not like laughing at the fact that we have a very serious musical about Titans from Attack on Titan. if this does well, which I don't see it not doing well, I can already see the pilgrimage the nerds are making to this.
Yeah.
Plane tickets are being bought.
Plane tickets are being bought, everything. It could mean that they bring more of that stuff to the United States, and it could spread. And there are 4 places in the United States that would be perfect candidates to get those kind of plays. Los Angeles, Dallas, Atlanta, and New York.
Yeah.
We do get some pretty good stage shows here in
Yeah,
Dallas.
we get amazing the stage scene in Dallas is huge.
Yeah.
We love our musicals and we love our stage shows.
And Chicago's not going to want this.
No.
Because Chicago's theater scene is pretentious.
It
Really?
really is.
Chicago and Boston are the 2 places that pre-Broadway shows go to test out their kinks.
Oh, fuck
And
Boston.
so both of them tend to be a little pretentious.
Cool.
Yeah, but those 4 that I mentioned, those are the places that big shows usually go to.
The next stop after New York.
Yeah,
Is
after
a
New
lot
York.
of time. Yeah,
Yeah.
Dallas or Atlanta.
New York is like...
Well, cross your fingers, y'all.
New York is if they're bringing something overseas, they want to test and see how it does, they'll put it on Broadway or they'll put it somewhere. Somewhere off Broadway. Which this is off Broadway.
For sure.
It's at the New York Center.
Yeah.
If it was put on Broadway, I would actually make my way
I
to
would
it.
lose my... What?
I would have to go see it.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, that's all I've got.
All right.
That's it.
That's
gonna be
all we've
wild.
got. Great show, everybody. Like I said, tomorrow we will be out at DreamHack for the weekend at the K. Bailey Hutchinson Center. You can still get tickets. Kids under 12 get in free.
Okay.
Yeah. So definitely my kids are going to want to go to that. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
let them roam around, give them some money. Hopefully I find them later. But yeah.
Get the 16-year-old to squat.
No one wants them. Anyway, it's going to be fun. It's going to be a great event. I hope we get to talk to some of the amazing guests there, especially one in particular, which I would just, why am I even wanting that? I'm just going to turn to jelly.
Yeah.
I mean, you did fine with Megan
Do y'all just-
Fallenbach.
Huh?
You did fine with Megan
I didn't know who
Fallenbach.
Megan Fallenbach was. Until
You had a crush on her. You were getting all giggly.
No, she had a...
I'll talk to Erica.
Anyway. No, we'll have to work something out. I can't even say, like, I want to, because I actually don't
Yep.
want to. Anyway, yes, go to DreamHack, K. Bailey Hutchinson Center this weekend. It's going to be awesome. Of course, follow us, like this video, subscribe to our channel. We are at SCNS Live on pretty much all the socials, Facebook, Instagram, Threads, Blue Sky. You can find us. Thank you for watching our shorts out there. Cora is now the reigning champion of the Threads on Instagram with her, who was mommy, daddy, with our friend Danae.
Hey, gross.
You
So-
also had an answer, though.
Oh, well, to ask you. Anyway, but thank you for checking those videos out and some of the short form content. We appreciate it. But if you want to follow us personally, you can follow me on Instagram at JasonTheX.
The good Cass.
Instagram at CoroDonoArt. But maybe not for long if they don't change their meta policy.
Hey.
Don't lose that. Don't lose those people. They're your content.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, guys, that's all for us. We will see you next week. And as we always say around here, keep on nerding.
Attack on Titan musical.
I need to.
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
I want